but they would be like, how to find a high value woman. And then turns out she was like a side bitch
something about that.
to some guy. And it was like, yeah, I mean, they're all liars. They're all lying.
Girls don't know what the hell they want, so don't listen. Let's hit something controversial. What do you think
Let's do it.
Netanyahu doing like he released like 3 videos saying that he didn't kill Charlie Kirk like right away? It's a little fucking weird.
Very suspicious behavior. I mean, look, as soon as Charlie Kirk was assassinated, and I had seen some videos, I think, okay, first of all, when it happened, I was totally distraught.
It was terrible. Even though I wasn't a big fan of Charlie Kirk, I thought that was terrible. People were, like, celebrating it was just disgusting.
I had criticized him for being so pro-Israel because same. I was like, I know the truth about that country, and I know that they don't care about us, and I know that they bombed like the USS Liberty, and they take all our money, and they think Americans are stupid goys. So I'm not in support of this. I was openly critical. Now, what I had not seen were the videos that he from 2023 where he started to ask questions, which I would have never expected from him given his track record. But even before I saw that, I don't know why, but when I saw him get shot and I found out that he had died, I just burst out crying. I was bereaved. I couldn't understand why, because here's somebody I wasn't even necessarily a huge fan of. But I felt a kind of sorrow and grief.
I felt really bad, even though it wasn't Penny there. I felt like, man, I couldn't cry, but I felt a really like disgust. I sent out something that I was like praying for him and his family, and I had some people attacking me over it. I was like, fuck you.
Fuck like, those people.
He's a Zionist. It's just like, have some humanity.
It's a human being, and he was one of ours. That's the end of the line. He was campaigning for America, for the things that made America America, and defending it against this Marxist ideology that's seeking to destroy it. So we lost a real person who's not going to be easily replaced.
No, he was a powerful guy, and it seems like he was waking a little bit to the Zionist issue.
He was, and so when I started to kind of see some of these videos, it immediately clicked for me I think it was by the end of the day, where I was like, they killed him. And they killed him because I think they had some knowledge that we didn't have, that he was turning. And I knew that if he turned, he was going to take all of TPUSA, which is a hugely powerful organization. And that was going to be done for Israel. That's it.
And it becomes hard for the politicians to keep supporting him. It turns everything.
The
politicians, that's the youth coming up. If they turn on him, they're already having a hard time. The politicians are already struggling to support Israel. And if TPS, if those guys turn on him, they're really screwed.
So it was going to be done, right? And I said they couldn't risk it, because if they waited, he was going to turn, right? And then if they killed him at that point, it would have been obvious. There's no story that's going to cover it up. And I said, people are going to see this, right? And of course not. And I go, he was smart. Netanyahu knew that he needed to do it at a certain time where you could create enough plausible deniability that it was this lone lunatic trans Tifa furry boyfriend shooter. And look, we didn't have anything to do with it. He had these enemies, right? So I knew. And then, the stuff started coming out. People started saying things, and I was like, I hadn't seen that. His video talking about October 7th on Patrick Bet David.
There was one from the day before, I think. What was he saying? It was something super anti-Israel. Was on Megyn Kelly, like literally I think the day before he got shot.
Where he was talking about how he's getting so much pressure from his donors and that he can't criticize Israel. Then I found out about the $150 million that he turned down.
Crazy, yeah. From Netanyahu,
and I was like, okay, guys, do you think somebody like Netanyahu, who doesn't hesitate to bomb hospitals full of children, offers you $150 million, you say no, and he just says, okay.
Right, his ego doesn't like it. I mean, he goes and bombs Qatar, our ally. We have our largest military base in the Middle East. Doesn't tell Trump, uses planes that we gave him, their radar can't detect them, flies right by our base and bombs the people in the middle of a peace conference to trying to get peace between Palestine and Israel, and bombs them.
Because he doesn't want
fuck
peace.
You to Trump, just mocks us. So why wouldn't this guy come and assassinate someone in our country?
So that's the thing. If somebody's willing to pay you $150 million to say what they want, and you say no, do you think that they're not also willing to kill you?
Well, particularly because Israel has the highest history of assassinations. There's literally a Wikipedia. These are the known ones. There's 3,000 known ones they've done. And I'm sure thousands of other ones. And they go and do them in Europe, the Middle East. They're just so brazen. They hit assassinations everywhere. And I'm still undecided on this issue, but I think ultimately Israel should automatically be a suspect in pretty much every assassination. It's the history of doing it. And there's some weird things like that Jew that started saying, I killed him. So the guy, that was fucking weird.
Come on, guys. He just happens to be Jewish?
Yeah, there's pretty much no Jews in, where were they at? Utah. I looked it up. It was I think 1 out of every 600 people or something are Jewish. What are the odds?
And then it's when they killed Kennedy and they tried to put it on Jack. No,
they put it on Oswald.
Right, they put it on Oswald, and he said, "I'm a patsy." And then Jack Rubenstein kills him, and then he tells his rabbi, "I did it for the Jewish people."
Literally,
and then somebody's interviewing the rabbi, and the rabbi says, "Oh, he told me he did it for the American people." And then somebody goes, "Wait, I thought he said he did it for the Jewish people." And then the rabbi goes, "Yeah, that's what he said. I'm trying to forget it." Damn. And I'm like, you know what he did and why he did it, and you know that somebody else. You first try to cover it up, then you're caught, and you go, I'm trying to forget it. So it's just too many things.
Every aspect of Kennedy, the motive, because that's what he was trying to shut down their nuclear plant, and he was trying to shut down. It wasn't called AIPAC at the time, but what turned into AIPAC, and he was adamant they shut both those down. And Ben-Gurion, he was the prime minister. He resigned right when he got the letter from Kennedy, and he got shot a couple months later.
There you go. Well, I found
Dallas.
out.
I think people from the ADL had brought him there. It was a Jewish guy that filmed the tape.